A lot of people reject a relationship if it doesn't meet every single one of their standards. Well, a post on spiritualword.com pointed out that some folks are all about that self-love to the point that they just cut out and run when the going gets tough in a relationship. But are some people just too into themselves that their self-love becomes tainted to the point where they push everyone away?
Don't you hate those people too? I love myself first.
They're actually calling it. It's called toxic self-love.
Tainted love.
Swear.
Tainted love.
So, ladies, do you think it's healthy to throw out the people who don't serve you or who may not be perfect? And can this lead to a very lonely life?
Yeah, there's a lot of my girlfriends going through that. I try to talk them out of it. I'm like, that's why you lonely. That's why you by yourself.
Oh.
You know, you get mad because, you know, you go online and you see some dudes and he got on a jersey. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Really? But he has a job. He looks like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Just because he likes to go to football games. What a grown man do. I'm like, you know what? I can't. I can't.
Self-love is also about recognizing that you're not perfect and accepting those imperfections and loving those imperfections and being able to love someone in that same unconditional way. And I think that's where there's a misconception about what's self-love is. I love me. I'm dope. I'm bomb. And you gotta be dope and bomb too. And if you ain't fly and perfect, this is what I deserve. It just goes so left. So you don't need, it doesn't have to be that. It's okay to love yourself and accept that you too are flawed and you can love, and you too can love somebody that is flawed. Okay?
But I love it.
I love it.
And Adrienne put how high her standards are. She's like, it's gotta be like right here.
Because you know I'm already short. I'm already short.
Shut
right here. This is 4'11", this is about 4'8". That's where we are.
So wait a minute, you didn't have, is it standards?
No, I think you should always have standards.
Yes.
I think that's not a problem. But in this case, sounds like somebody who is so into, they've drank the Kool-Aid with self-love so much that now nobody can touch
in.
where
Nobody.
they at, right?
I'm so dope, I'm so bomb, I'm what's poppin'.
But do we agree that that's not real love isn't boastful? It isn't conceited. It isn't like,
You better read that, Corinthians.
You know what I'm talking about? When you love yourself so much that you can't see past yourself, that becomes an arrogance that's not love.
Yes.
So that's the slippery slope that you gotta know when you've been sitting there on your kumbaya for so long that you're like, come back to reality now.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah. Do you know people like that like won't, like you tell them, hey, would you like to date this person? And they find just
something wrong with them.
Everything.
Absolutely nitpicking everything. Like, he doesn't dress right. It's like, girl, you can change how he dresses.
Right.
Later
Like,
on,
it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But I think, but you know what it is? I think also social media has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I feel like we've raised the bar so much on everybody.
Yeah.
That if they don't look a certain way, drive a certain car, have a certain, career.
Money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I once heard somebody say, you find the person that has the goals that you want and you accept the package that they come with.
Yes.
Because maybe you didn't want a guy with kids, but he has
didn't.
the life goals, right, that he has the life goals that you want, and maybe he comes with kids.
Yeah.
Like, you accept the package, but the life goals, the future goals are
Maybe the jersey he was
Things
wearing
that matter. You will miss out on the love of your life because you didn't like the
The
package.
jersey he was wearing could be a really nice.
Exactly.
But I think when you self-love, you can tell when people self-love themselves. They don't have to say it.
I got the perfect kind of person.
Who?
Actually, I see it now. Women who are over the age of 50, 60, who maybe they divorce, and they just decide, I just want to live by myself.
Yeah.
I know so many of those, especially Asian women who maybe the marriage didn't work out.
And black women
I have
too.
Really? I have so many friends of mine, their moms, they're like, I don't need a man, I'm good. They're ready to just die alone, and that's okay for them.
Yeah.
You can't tell them different, but I think that they're so comfortable with being the only one that won't let themselves down, that won't hurt them. That they're like, I can't even look another way.
That comes from
Yeah,
trauma.
it comes from trauma, and I hate that
moms.
because you only have one life. So sometimes you have to ease up and you have to show grace grace to other people
Yeah.
because nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect, whether it's weight, whether it's, money issues, whatever. It's just important to show each other grace, and maybe you can find that love.
That's
that you
right.
want.
Give them the grace that you hope someday somebody will give you.
Definitely. Now, before we head off to break, we want to give a shout out to producer, media mogul, and friend to the show, Will Packer.
Yes!
Will has made a name for himself in Hollywood and as a role model for HBCU students. Not only will he's producing, I didn't realize this, next year's Academy Awards telecast. I mean, I think it's only been like, I don't know how many black people. Anyway, he is also being honored by his alma mater, Florida A&M University, in a very special way. After Will made an extremely generous donation to the school that helped launch his career, the university has named its Performing Arts Amphitheater after Will Packer.
Bravo, that's
Now
awesome.
generations of students will
Wow.
remember his contributions to the world of entertainment and philanthropy when they enter the newly named Will Packer Amphitheater. You gotta
That is
come and see us, Will.
amazing.
We send a big shout out to the accomplished alumni and to the entire FAMU family currently celebrating the 2021 homecoming festivities. Congratulations, Will. We love you.
Congrats!